Today we're talking about boxes, the Mac tool line of boxes to be specific. Let's get started now. Today we're talking about the Mac Tools line of toolboxes. We have the Edge, we have the Tech, we have the Maxsimiser, we have the Maxsimiser HD, and then we also have the Titan. I'm going to go over a little bit of the differences between them. I'm also going to get a little bit close-ups and intimate with each individual line, but we're going to start with what's available, who they're for, and things of that nature. We're going to start with the Edge box, and I've got my notes here so I can kind of give you the proper information, because a lot of this stuff I can't just recall like that from memory right now. I'm still being a little new to the business. I don't always have all the information right up here, so let's make sure we get you the right information from our catalog. All right, the Edge is the junior journeyman. Okay, so this is going to be the box that a new tech typically what they will buy. Okay. It's 18 gauge steel. It's spot welded by machines. It does come in the 27 inch, which is this one here, a 41 inch, and a 54 inch cabinet. So you're going to be up into about this size here is the upper size of it, but there are differences even between the series. So don't get to the point where you think that there's not. They're going to have a 22 inch depth, because that's always going to be an option as well. Remember, you lose 22, this bad boy comes up to 30, so you're losing 8 inches. It's a lot of space when you go this tall. That's a lot of cubic inches. It has, the drawers will be either 125 or 200 pounds with a soft close. So they do have a soft close feature. So that's really nice, when especially that drawer's loaded and it just kind of falls shut, doesn't slam. Soft close on something of this is this size and things. That's one of the added features of this, of buying a Mac Tools toolbox. One of the other options for this line is a Line X top. So this top that you find here, you can actually get this to go on the Edge series. So this is a nice rugged, durable top, so it doesn't get scratched up. If you're looking at this and I take this little mat off, you're going to see it's just painted. And it's got all the holes for the top box. There's a top box available for these as well. And that's kind of some of the other things to think of when you're buying this. Our Edge series as accessories do have a variety of offers. You do have top boxes, you do have side lockers. So those are also available to be put onto these. So if you're starting out and you want a big box and you don't want to keep going, you could go into a 54 inch wide. You could put a top box on it, you could put a side locker on it, and you're a little smaller than this Maxsimiser over here. You're not that much smaller. That's going to be deeper and things like that, but it does has the capability to grow with you. And still keep that Mac name, that Mac quality, and things of that nature. Okay, next up is the Tech series. Now the Tech series is going to be for the mid-level mechanic. Typically it's going to be someone who's been out of school for a couple years, started flat rate already, working beyond the 40 hours a week. So when you move up to this, you're going to get 16 gauge steel. So you're going from 18 to 16. You're going to have widths of 34, 50, and 67, and a 25 inch depth. So you're going from a 22 to 25. It makes a big difference. When I walk into shops and I see those 22 inch cabinets, you can, and even smaller sometimes, you can tell. You can see, this one has a presence about it. It has a depth. It's over 2 foot long. Well, it's only a little over 1.5 feet. Believe it or not, that makes a difference in your work area and things of that nature. So it does become much more robust and give you much more room to work and more drawer space. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Now in these drawers, the smaller drawers will hold, and the thinner drawers will hold 125 pounds, and the larger drawers will do 250 pounds. And again, that has that adjustable detent, so that the drawers don't walk out on you. And like I said, you can adjust it to how hard you want to pull it to open it. Okay, that's pretty much mid-level right now, so I got to give it a little bit. But also, if that's a loaded box, and this isn't on, my garage is not on level surface. I shouldn't say it's not level. It is level. It's just not flat, so it's not really sitting right. So if it's sitting a little off, those drawers, when they're full, they can actually start to slide open. The detents prevent that. You do have options of a stainless steel, which this has. It's got the covering on, protective covering, but it is a stainless steel cover. You also have the Line-X cover, or the butcher block is available for this. And you do have, this one has the PowerTech drawer. That's an option, is to have a PowerTech drawer built into it. Now, all right, so down here you have the PowerTech drawer. PowerTech drawer, it's going to come with a plug, and that's going to give you your power up here. But behind this panel over here, you're going to find an outlet down on the side here. You have it feels like 3 outlets over there, and on the side it routes through the back, so it's all self-contained, and you're going to be able to run your cords out, or not your cord. Your cords will go in through the bottom. And you can put into this section down here, you can put your chargers in for your battery-powered guns or whatever. And you can charge your batteries, and when you leave for the night, they can be charging, and you just shut it up and it'll be locked. So that's the Tech Series box. It is one of our more popular boxes. This is actually the most popular color combination with the green and the black drawers. Next, we're going to show you the Maxsimiser line. Next up is your Maxsimiser. Now your Maxsimisers is our top of the line. Now there are some other features beyond that, but the Maxsimiser line is the top of the line, okay? This is 14 gauge steel. So the edge is 18, the box of the Tech is 16. This is all 14 gauge steel. It comes in 59, 66, 75, 88, and 144 inches wide. The 144 is the Titan, okay? That's the big boy. One that I will never have in storage, I don't think. That's going to be a special order, drop shipped directly to your garage. So if that's something that you want, but it's basically the same kind of thing, it's just big. This one's the 66 inch. Depending on the size wide you go, the depth is a little different. It could be 27 or 30 inches. This is a 27 inch. These drawers will hold 200 or 400 pounds depending on which drawer you have. So again, the larger drawers are 400, the smaller drawers are 200. Okay? So you think about how much you can put in all those drawers, and it's going to add up really quickly. And again, they have the adjustable detents on them. So this is set at real easy. But you can set it up so that it's hard to open. There are some options in doing that. This box also has the power on the front as well as the power drawer, so you're going to be able to, again, charge those batteries up and things of that nature. So let's talk about the boxes a little bit in depth and which one, who's going to use what. Now, the Edge box is, it's our Gen 2 box. It's designed for the young apprentice or just starting out. That's typically who's going to buy this box. Now, the cost-savvy Master Tech may go with this line, but it kind of depends on a few things. One is going to be how many tools do you need for your job? So this has a top box available for in all the sizes, so you can go larger, and it does have side lockers. You could literally put 2 side lockers on, or more, I guess, across the unit. It does have that line X top available, so if you're going with a wider box or something, you can do that. Next up is the tech line. The tech line is a step up. It's also available, all of these two lines are available through our student tech program. So if you're a student, you do have the option of buying these at large discounts. The tech series moves into typically a mid-level tech, a tech that has become flat rate, making a little more money, or maybe you're a diesel tech, you have heavier tools, that kind of thing. That's the tech box. Tech box typically entry-level diesel or mid-level mechanic, kind of goes onto that. And it does have the top chest available, so you can go ahead and go up. It does have the hutch top is available when you move to the tech line. You do have the option of the hutch top. You do have 7-drawer side cabinets, so it'll extend your top out a little bit, give you another work area to go onto. Or you can do the full length side cabinet. Those are also available in the tech line. It does have the internal power strip available, and it does have the power strip on the front. This is the Maxsimiser. The typical customer for the Maxsimiser would be the Master Tech, somebody who's a little bit beyond their mid-level or entry-level diesel. Like I said, a big factor in this is the size of the tools you use, and a diesel tech's tools typically much greater than a mechanic's tools. So the bigger your vehicle, the bigger your tools. This one has the most options. This is our top of the line, and you're going to be able to pretty much get whatever you want on this. You're going to be able to get the Linux, the stainless steel, the butcher block top. You're going to be able to get the power drawers. You're going to get the hutch top. You can get the top box. You can get the side cabinets, both side lockers that are counter height, as well as the tall one. You also have the drawers that are counter height available on this box. The boxes are available for custom order, depending on the box, especially with Maxsimiser. You're going to have the most options. I mean, you literally could get a drawer every single color. So you can do what you want. When you move up into this, you're going to be able to get a hutch top with it, and you can add a stainless steel pegboard to the back. You can add lights inside. You can add power for your computer or whatever you may need to put in there to power it. Then, in the Maxsimiser line, we also have the Maxsimiser HD. The Maxsimiser HD is just a heavier duty Maxsimiser. It's just stronger all around to accommodate more weight if that's something that you need. Pretty much all of these, that's kind of be your biggest factor on this is, how much tools you're putting in this. If your tools need to go in this because of the amount of weight they are, they're not going to fit in this line. Even if you build this all the way out, it's just going to be too much weight. You're going to have problems. You're going to break the drawers. You're going to break the welds. In this cart, you have about 50 welds that are done by a machine. In this, you have well over 500 welds done by a person, okay? So there's much more care is taken into building a Maxsimiser versus an edge box. Tech comes out in the middle. I believe it's the drawers, but part of it is done by machine welding, and part of it is done by a person welding it. So depending on where you are at your career and what your goals are, and that's the most important thing, is to have the proper goals for your box. So that's the Mac Tools line of professional boxes. We do offer carts and kind of do that in a different video at a different time, but depending on what your career goals is going to depend on the cart or the box that you buy. If you're working in a tire shop and you're not doing a whole lot, the Edge Series is probably going to be for you. If all you do is working on tires and you just need a couple breaker bars and big sockets and things of that nature, an impact for a large impact, you might be able to get away with an Edge box your entire career. But if you ultimately want that big wall system, then maybe you want to find a way to get to the Maxsimiser. But it's going to depend on your goals, where you're getting there, what your professional goals are, and things of that nature. So to give you an idea of what I tell my customers is this: Buy your starter box and buy enough to get you through a few years. You don't want to be buying a box and then trading it in. Try not to trade your boxes in. Trading in boxes is not, you're losing money. Any day you look at it, just like trading in a car, you're losing money in one way or another. What I recommend is that you buy a starter box, and that starter box, whether it be an Edge or a Tech, I also recommend carts to start with. It depends on the person, but whether it's an Edge or a Tech and you're going to start, but what I tell people to do is, what do you want in your home garage, okay? I talk to a lot of mechanics throughout the week, and I'll tell you this, I'll tell you the secret. Those that complain that they don't have any money come to work in the morning and they go home at night, they work during the day, and that is it. The mechanics that never complain about money are the ones that have a side hustle. They work on cars on the side. They do projects on the side for people, whatever it might be. They've got money, because when it gets slow and there's no work and you're not getting paid, they can make it elsewhere. If you're in this and you're just going to sit in a garage and work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., when it gets slow, and you're not getting paid and things of that nature, you're going to struggle, and you're not going to have the money that you thought you were going to make. You really want to have that side hustle. You want to have that core customers that maybe come to you at the garage or maybe come to you on the side and want you to do the work for them one way or another. Don't sit here and say, well, I don't have the area. Yeah. It's going to be easier for you to work at work. You have lifts at work, you have all your tools at work, you have all this ability at work. Maybe you have you don't have an air compressor at home. You're going to have more tools and options when you're working in a dealership or a garage. But you can't let that stop you from working on the side. Like if those are your goals and you want to get there, that's what those do. Those are the things that can get you where you want to go. Don't be afraid to do those things. Don't sit there and think there's other things to do. So getting back to my original point, what I tell people is, what do you want in your garage? And maybe it's a Tech Series. You know what? I really like that 50-inch Tech Series. I would love to have that in my garage. I'm going to buy that as my first box. And now you have it. You do that for 5 years, but you really want that massive one. You want to get to the Maxsimiser. You buy that, you put it in your garage, and you buy this for your professional box. Okay, that's the box where everything's going to stay at the garage and at the shop and things like that. You're going to build that up, and then your checked box will be in your garage. But if you trade that in on that, look, I don't care what the tool guy's telling you. You're not getting what you paid for that box. You are not. Okay, it's a game. You are never going to get what you paid for a box. Don't fall for it. That's what they tell you. Hey, that box is $8,300 retail. And they'll say, how long have you had it? 2 years? How about if I give you $8,300? Would you trade it in on a bigger one? Oh yeah, hey, I'm getting what I paid for it. No, you're not. I'm telling you, you're not. You're always going to get a deal on the truck. If you want your football team's color or your basketball team's colors, and that's the box you want, you're going to pay full price. On that box, it's $8,300. That's what you're going to pay for it. What do you want? I mean, that's what you got. I don't get a discount, so you can't get a discount. If it's on the truck, I bought it at a discount. I'm not buying something full price to put on the truck. That sits on my truck until it sells. Like, that's money that's tied up for me. I don't want to do that. So I buy deals so that I can pass the savings on. Okay. That's how they make that happen. That's how they sit there and say, if I can give you $8,300 on it, will you buy a new box? Don't fall for it. I am not a used car salesman. Mac Tools sees this video and sees me say that, they're going to be mad at me. They're going to tell me they told me in tool school, don't ever discount a box. I discount my boxes. I'm not a used car salesman. I don't want to be. I take care of my customers. My customers, it's all about customer service. It's not true in every car, store. It's not true in every tool truck. It's not true across the board. I'm telling you, this is what I do in my business, and I will do what I need to do to run my business and take care of my customers. So if that means I gotta that Mac Tools is going to be mad at me because I discount my boxes, show me my contract where it says I can't do that. Alright, so I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Hit that like and subscribe button to find out more about these boxes, as well as more about how to buy a box and get the best value on a high-end box. One more thing I'll leave you with is that if somebody is telling you you don't need a Mac Tools box, you don't need another company's, high-end company's box. Sunex makes boxes, Extreme Tools makes boxes, US General makes boxes, Icon, they're all the same. They're not, okay? Flat out, ask them what they drive, and if it's not a Yugo, tell them to go pound sand, because there are differences in these boxes, okay? And we're going to go over them in the future. These boxes, yes, a low-end box will do the same thing for you, but a person that buys these boxes wants quality. And it's no different than somebody who buys a Mercedes, a Camaro, a Corvette, a Mustang, an electric vehicle, a Porsche. That's what these are. These are these, you could say these are the luxuries and sports cars of boxes. It's the same thing. It's just a matter of we all have our vices, and what is yours, okay? If they smoke, that's a red flag right there. And then you say, they just want money for smoking, and they're willing to break down somewhere else. So, hope you like this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.